Alright, so this is going to be the first training for SMP we
Shoes
have.
25.
Myself, obviously Elite's getting everyone set up.
Scarves and chains number 6.
What shoes?
Get it all sorted.
Scarves and chains is number 6. Shoes is 25. Shirts and accessories is 21 texture 5. Shirt overlay and jacket is 49 texture 1.
Excuse me. What's scarves and chains and shirts? What?
Scarves and chains is 6. And then shirt, what else do you need?
What's overlays and accessories?
Shirt and accessory is 21 texture 5.
Can you just go through it again? I missed quite some things there. I was away from my computer.
Yeah, Christ.
Right, masks is a 121. Upper body 14. Shoes 25. Bags and parachutes 73. Shoes 25. Scarves and chains 6. Shirt and accessory 21 texture 5. Body armor accessory 0. Badges and logos 0. Shirt and accessories 49 texture 1.
And
You all got that?
right, when you've done, put your hands up in the air. And keep them there. Elite, can you go and delete the cars that are being used for me? The 2 on the left and then there's 1 in the middle.
You can put your hands down now since everybody's ready.
Right, I shall be with you in 2 seconds. This is gonna take a long time.
I know.
Guess how many pages?
5.
40.
Yes, control. He has machete. Tasers pointed.
Right.
This is the wrong channel. The Leo channel is 12, not 22.
It wasn't him. It wasn't
Right.
Leo. Just...
Yeah, it was him. Right, put your snipers down, put your weapons down. I haven't told you what you're doing yet. So, I have a load of documents to my left. We are going to go through every single one of them, the ones that you need and the ones that you also don't need. But I'm going to tell you them anyway, because you need to know them. In SMP, we only want the most elite, which is why he's called elite, because he's elite of the elite.
Yep, I'm
Elite.
very elite.
So, that's what we want you all to be. You don't need to meet the top expectations. Although if you can do your best, that'd be nice.
They're a clown band.
Right, boys.
know.
Are you ready for this extremely long and painful training?
No,
Yes!
yes!
There we go. That's what I like to hear. Can the person, the second to the right, please put their hands in the air because you look AFK to me. Not you, the one to the left of you.
No, the other one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to read everything. I'm going to read it not too fast, not too slow, because although I want to get through this, I want to make sure we do it right. Alright, hello cadet, welcome to the San Andreas Metro Patrol official training. This training covers everything in policing. This includes chases, call-outs, EUP rules, regulations, and so much more. This is not an easy test, so therefore do not worry if you do not pass the first time. It's not as easy as it seems. You shall be tested on your knowledge at the end. Good luck during training. Quick note, if you mess around during training at any point, you shall be removed and due to retraining. As of now, if you could all real quick in the next 30 seconds send me a DM on Discord so I know your names. You just have to. Leon. Oh my. Nine one. Delete this. Nice. 27/01/2023. Who's not on here? Number 7605.
I can't
Right.
turn up to the training tonight, sorry.
That's fine.
Thanks.
It'll be fine, just return another day, it'll be fine. Right.
Perfect.
So, the contents of tables, we love this bit. Section 1 we have 10 codes, Section 2 RTO, driving, signal hundreds, use of force, loadout EUP and vehicles, subdivision, signal falls, and then the end of training and evaluation. This is going to be long and painful. Alright, Section 1, 10 codes. There are over 100 different codes that we have, although we probably only use around 20 to 30 of them. In the next couple of slides we're going to go over them, all of them one by one, starting with codes and obviously making our way to signals 0 to 100. There aren't many, it won't take that long, but I'm going to read them to you anyway. So, first thing we're going to mention is codes. There are 6 codes that we use, being obviously code 0 to code 6. These codes for game crashes, on duty, patrols, things like that. Codes are very important as they help us to tell other units what we're doing without taking up 10 years worth of RTO air. RTO air is just the time that someone would take to speak in RTO. Obviously try to make the maximum transmission RTO no longer than 3.5 seconds. We kept RTO codes as US codes because obviously UK codes are simply way too hard to learn and there's too many of them. And no one from any other department would know what we're saying or doing. Alright, firstly we have 10-0, I'm sure you all know all what this means. This is fairly easy to remember, it's for game crashes, you can audio use code 0 for this. Next we have 10-1, which obviously just means this is basically just the telling off channel. I call it the telling off channel, it's where you switch channels. 10-2 means negative, although BCSO units only rarely use it. SSP and obviously SMP only just say negative. 10-3, only low command units use this transmission. It means for all units to stop transmitting and use and clear RTO traffic.
I know it's you.
Tom,
Yes.
I'm behind you. Am I
What?
late?
No. Ollie, can you come over here and set Lewis up with his EUP really quickly? Just
Oh,
because
well,
he was
guess
nearly
what,
there.
buddy? Already got it.
He's already got
Ah,
it.
lucky you.
Alright, spawn him
Right,
a car
away
and
you
then go stand him next to
I
it.
don't have that car because I don't have half the cars.
Alright, unfortunately you get a Vauxhall as well. Radio 22.
Anything?
Yep, 22.
In. Thank you all. Stand in front of it.
Alright, also quickly, as far as I'm aware, they all have the same torque and multipliers on them as what we have, although ours are faster anyway. 10-6, this is just a cheat code for going AFK. You're not supposed to go AFK in RTO, though. If you never need to do anything, try and keep it under 5 minutes. So, for example, 1 Sierra, 1 or Alpha Charlie, 1 for this training. Show me 10-6 for 3 mics. Try and keep it under 5 mics because people in RTO obviously get pissed when you're just AFK for too long doing other things. 10-7, when you want to go off duty, just say you're 10-7. 10-8 is quite the opposite. This is when you're going on duty. I heard the radio go off. Does anyone have a question? No,
I
alright.
accidentally pressed it.
Oh, it's okay. I'll ask for questions at the end of each section. 10-9, if you ever miss anything or don't understand something, just say 10-9. If they've been doing policing long enough, they should repeat what they've said, because you should be able to remember it. 10-10 isn't used very often, all that means there's an active fight in progress. Not much to say about that one. 10-11 is a traffic stop, use it every day. I don't need to say anything else about that. 10-12 is an active ride-along. You are allowed to ride along with any unit, although the driver has to be SAMP certified. 10-13s are active shots fired. You don't need to know exactly where they're coming from, but just let other units let them know that there's 10-13s in the area. 10-15, this is transmitted quite often after scenes. It just means you're actively transporting a suspect to the nearest closest apartment cells. 10-16 is a stolen vehicle. We don't use it. Stolen vehicles are unpredictable, although they can happen at any time and involve code 5 stops. 10-80s, but we'll get onto that later. 10-20 is your active location. There is 10-21, although it is not on here because it's not really necessary. If someone asks for your 10-20 or your 20, let them know where you are. 10-23, if someone says they're 23 or 10-23, it means they have arrived on scene. 10-32s, this is more commonly known as just 32s, or some of the more role-playing professional officers say 10-32s, or some of the ones that are not as lazy as us. Although we are elite, we do not need to say everything. Next thing, we have 10-49. Yes, we've skipped quite a bit because obviously the rest of them are just not necessary. 10-49, we have a homicide, not used often. A 10-50 or an MVA, which we class as a motor vehicle accident. These are mostly used in pursuits when the suspect crashes. 10-55 is an intoxicated driver. Most of the time we just say they're reckless driving. 10-60 is armed with a gun. 10-61 armed with a knife. Not much to say about that. 10-66 is a reckless driver. 10-68 is an armed robbery in progress, although people just say we have an active robbery, obviously, at the postal. 10-70 means an active foot chase in progress. Most of the time they end up dying due to pulling a gun out and getting absolutely dominated by the PD, although sometimes they can come up with some quite creative stuff. A 10-71 is a supervisor request. This doesn't happen often because obviously our officers are elite, so they know what they're doing. If someone requests supervisor, if you're low, then obviously you request the next rank up. You don't know what the ranks are yet. I haven't told you what they are. Go on Google if you want at the end of the training, but I'm going to tell you what they are anyway later.
So easy.
For the people that have actually studied English.
Shut up.
Right, correct. Before I start using the sniper that I don't want to use. A 10-8 is an active vehicle pursuit. These most of the time start with a 10-11 and then the suspect sometimes takes off. It might be for a reason, it might be for no reason, or it might be for the reason that they're scared that something is going to happen. 10-97, this means you're en route to an active scene. This includes everything from obviously just basic 10-11s to bank robberies. 10-99 is an officer in distress. This meaning an officer needs urgent assistance. All available officers are required to respond to this. Codes and signals. We have a signal 10, which means an active investigation. For some reason, none of you know what a signal 10 is. Signal 10 just means we're investigating what's going on. For example, if we pull up to a bank robbery and there's no one there, we will activate a signal 10. Just means we investigate and we're going to look for clues. We're going to search out the cameras. Signal 11 is running radar. Try to let other officers know where you're running it. DHS don't have to, although there's not many in DHS. Signal 100 is an active priority. No radio traffic should be transmitted unless it is anything to do with the active. Code 0 being game crash. Code 1 is driving like a normal civilian. Code 2 is lights, no sirens. Code 3 lights and sirens. Code 4 scene is good and to be wrapped up, units can go back to 8. And Code 5 is a felony stop. I believe there is a 10-6, although I couldn't find what it was. Alright, do we have any questions?
Yep.
How do you use your radar?
Your radar.
If you
right,
get
so
into
if
your
you're
vehicle,
in your car
yeah, what
and then you push Shift F5, you'll see a bit, it's power button, right? So it'll be toggle, what's the name? Toggle
display.
and yep, toggle display. And then there's a green power button if you look to your right. Click that, and then you'll see like there's a bunch of buttons to do with like
If you want to get in your
radar.
vehicles and do it as he's
Then,
explaining
yeah.
it, that might help.
I think I might, yeah.
Also, space your vehicles out a bit more while you're there. I would also like to let you know you're obviously going to be addicted to trying this. If you all press Q on your keypad, if you all press Q and then press G, that is your siren. It is not Alt. Do not
And
press Alt,
if
it is G. And if you press K, that activates your red lights. Alright, you can stop now. And if you press Y, I don't know if it's on the Astras, but it is on the BMWs. If you press Y, there is a little box in the back that says do not pass.
And if you press Q again, that's your front blues and your reds on the back.
Yeah, they only exist in the Beamers, they don't exist in that. Alright, next section we have RTO. RTO,
Put that fucking phone up.
yes, right, you can turn your lights and sirens off and get back at your vehicles now, otherwise you'll end up playing with stuff. Right, RTO stands for radio traffic only, this being where all of the PD officers go on duty and make their transitions. In RTO there are still rules you must follow. This includes 2-second rule, active listening, and no AFK. The only exception of this is if you go 10-6. This means you can go AFK for a maximum of 5 minutes. Try not to make it any longer. 2-second rule being when someone transmits, please wait 2 seconds before you transmit or another officer does so. This is to stop officers speaking over other units and just making RTO extremely annoying and unprofessional for people.
Speak over a unit is if you're saying break, 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 and then you're in like a 1080 and you're trying to go posters and they're speaking.
Right, firstly we have RTO expectations. In RTO you're expected of a couple things. First of all, starts with code signals and callouts in general. You're expected to know the basic callouts. This includes 10.1, 10.4, 10.11, 10.50, 10.70 and 10.80. Just in case you didn't know that because I was speaking too fast and gasping for breath, that's 10.1, 10.4, 10.11, 10.50, 10.70 and 10.80. These are the most important ones as you don't need many of the others anyway. Secondly, you are required to follow all rules during RTO. You're eligible for strikes and suspensions from going on duty if you don't follow them. Next, you're expected not to shout into RTO. I've mentioned this like 3 times today. Do not scream 1080 down the RTO like most people do. Try to keep your microphone at an appropriate level in RTO. Most of you guys are good anyway, so it doesn't matter. Just keep it on that level so it isn't loud and hurting everyone's ears and not too quiet so no one can hear you. Not even high command shout when they're telling people off. That's when it happens.
Page are you on?
Any question?
What page are you on?
18.
No.
Yeah.
It's going fairly quickly. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
When you said break, 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 do you also say like right and left, like the same type of thing as that?
No, right. So what I mean by break, break, break is, right, so someone's speaking like Alpha Charlie 02, should we go into 31 tonight, and you're like in the middle of a 1080, you're going to say break, break, break. Postal's going to be 1032. We're heading northbound on East Osher Road, something along the lines of that. It just means for them to like hold what they're trying to say to let you get the more important information out and get that across to other units so they know where you are in the middle of a scene.
Right, next we have your driving. This is only 1 page long, so it shouldn't take too long. Even though you're an active law enforcement officer, you are still required to follow the law. This means following speed limits, not running red lights, and not overtaking vehicles on 2-lane roads, one each way. The only time you should be speeding is when you go into an emergency and must be driving at least code 2, meaning you have your lights on, although sirens are not always necessary. Although you may be going to an emergency when you are, you still need to be aware of the roads around you and keep yourself as well as the other drivers safe. Try to stay in the correct lane, although in 1080s if you need to go, you can go opposite lanes. On the highway in a 1080, try to use the shoulder to keep up with the suspect. This is the little solid white lined bit on the left and right side of the road. Try and use it to obviously stop yourself crashing into traffic. Only a maximum of 2 units should be opposite lanes and no more. Try and keep it to 1 but 2 if necessary. Right, next we have signal 100s. When entering RTO, the first thing you should be doing is checking for an active signal 100. If you get a negative, then you can go on duty and patrol code 1. The signal 100 is an active priority. That may be a serious danger to the public. This includes chases, shots fired, hostage situations and some more. There are many ways to stop a suspect, being obviously pit manoeuvres, spikes, and sometimes a shootout, but that is the last resort. Do not shoot out your vehicle, please. We're going to go over most of the signal hundreds and how to respond to them, obviously this being prevention methods and positioning, vehicle positioning.
Do you have me when the thing's done? I'm going to quickly finish my profile picture I'm making.
When the training's done, you mean?
No, when this bit's done.
Oh, okay.
I know all this stuff, it's fine.
Yeah. Alright, first we have robberies. Robberies happen all the time and is probably the most signal 100 there is. 99% of the time the suspect is armed and most of the time they'll have a hostage. First thing you want to do is assign someone scene command. For example, Max J, he is desperate and peeing himself for scene command. This can either be the first low command plus on scene, or high command can just assign someone it. If someone high decides to take it, they can. They will announce over radio RTO if they are taking it or not. They are not required to be on scene at the time of taking it. Next, scene command wants to make sure all vehicles are positioned correctly with the driver's side of the vehicle facing outwards of the bank in a semicircle. From here, scene command can assign negotiations or they can take it themselves. From here, they want to follow the free passage policy, which obviously I'll read to you all after this. Follow that and you should be all good. As of now, we have no picture of how the bank robberies actually look, but I'll show you the signal for the free passage policy. So the free passage policy, the regulations, obviously, free passage is optional and it is not required and therefore decided by scene command. The suspects if there's more than one must have a physical hostage in which proof of life must be shown. L1, when there is one, must be on scene if possible to have one. Scene command must assign one unit to stay on scene and clear it. And scene command must stay with the suspect, meaning if results in a 1080, scene command must join it. Signal 100, call-outs in RTO for fleeing suspects. Once suspects are in custody, scene command must announce over RTO the final stopping location for their priority. And available units come to final stopping location and huddle for a signal 4. Signal 4 should be read to you later because it's later on I remember doing it because I've only just done it. Next we have 1080s. A 1080 MVP or motor vehicle pursuit is how all priorities end. This includes robberies, some 1011s and vehicle thefts. In this situation there are rules to follow. Firstly, no overtaking. The only time you're allowed to pass is if you have permission from the unit in front. You are allowed to pass if active high-speed unit. If you're driving one of these Beamers, you are automatically active as a high-speed unit. You can pass anyone, although you must let them know. In advance to passing the unit, you must let RTO know to watch their surroundings, as you will be passing units on their left. Always on the left, and try to keep as much distance as possible. At this point on the way past, you want to spam your horn until you are fully passed. Other than this, try and stay in a single file line, with primary keeping up with the vehicle and secondary keeping up call-outs if they can keep up. Another quick thing to mention about passing, obviously, if they do anything that they make, try to only pass one unit at a time. If you can pass 2, then go for it, but never do any more than 2 because it just gets too dangerous. Next, no pitting or ramming the suspect. You must chase them until they mess up or crash, to which you can respond. You can box them when doing so, say box 3 times. Obviously, I would say have Charlie or 1 box. In which responding units can box the suspect and get out and put the suspect in custody. Finally, you are not required to pit. There are multiple ways of stopping a fleeing suspect. Obviously, spikes, pit, shooting, tires when lethal is authorised by Law Command and Plus. Finally, catching or killing the suspect in a 1070 if it happens. Right, next is use of force. We are surprisingly far into this. I'm not sure how. Use of force is something that must be followed very closely while on and off duty. This could be the difference between going home to a family and your kids and leaving the scene in a body bag, which no officer wants. The use of force pyramid is fairly simple and not too hard to follow with 6 stages. The 6th one is not used as much, although it's there to keep people safe. The reason that the 6th one is not known so much is because I've basically just added it. It's just another form to keep people safe. Stage 1 being officer presence. Obviously, this may be enough to de-escalate a situation, although if it's not, go to stage 2. Using your words, things such as putting your hands, telling people to leave, or putting their hands behind their back. Stage 3 being obviously tasers and batons. Stage 4 being gunpoint, threatening to use lethality. Do not actually use it. Stage 1 lethal force. At this point you should be aiming to kill, although you can only use a pistol. Do not use anything else. Stage 2 lethal, which is stage 6, you must still be aiming to kill, although shotguns, ARs and snipers are allowed to be used at this point. In SAMP you must train for basically absolutely everything. This goes from pistols to ARs to combat MGs to even snipers. You have to train for it. Yes, I know it's boring, but obviously we want to have a good name on us. Next we have loadout EUP and vehicles. Before we move on, do we have any questions? I'll take that as a negative. Right, next thing, loadouts. Firstly, let's answer the question of what is a loadout. For those who don't know what a loadout is, it's the selection of weapons you get at the start of a patrol. This includes things like flashlights, fire extinguishers, guns, ammunitions and more. Alright. It's important to go on duty with an appropriate loadout for your rank, because in SAMP we have a specific loadout for each rank, going all the way from cadets and trainees to what you are doing now, to me and elite. We even have a loadout, although we are less restricted to what you are. In standard loadout you have a baton, a flare, a flashlight and a knife. The reason you have a knife, although it must stay in your vehicle, is for any time that you crash you might need to cut your seatbelt open. It is only for roleplay purposes. I don't want to see any of you going around stabbing people. Or as much as I want to do it to some people sometimes because of how stupid they are, you simply can't. Once again, the knife is used for cutting yourself out of things that you may have struggled with, for example, crashing and cutting the seatbelt off, and so on for other situations, cutting other people out of seatbelts and stuff. Next, we have EUP. EUP stands for Emergency Uniform Pack. All custom LEO uniforms that are already in the game are classed as EUP. This includes body vest, t-shirt, trousers, chevrons and everything else that you can use for your LEO on your MP ped. All departments have a strict and professional EUP ranking system, meaning all LEO are required to wear their ranked uniform when they're clocked in and on duty. EUP numbers are found in the files, and only people with file access can find the numbers unless they share them across their community. This also includes things such as staff uniforms and for just normal new civilian stuff, because not everything in what we have here is in the standard game. What?
What page are you on now?
We've got far. 29.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad at all. Right, next we have vehicles. Vehicles help us with many things in our department, as if, for example, we can't do much on duty. 1080s, bank robberies, loads more. They also define our rank on duty, make us look professional and keep the streets of San Andreas safe. That don't abide by the rules. We have around 100 in-game vehicles for SAMP. Although, funnily enough, that is the most that we have on the server. Not any other department put together has as many as we do. Although we won't use them all, although we may use them for Officer Supervisor and Command of the Week, which we will have a selection of them. So we'll have 3, 4, or maybe even 5 that you can choose from. Or if you really wanted, you could use them all. Quick thing to mention, when it is sorted, we'll have torque multipliers and power multipliers because the default cars are simply too slow for patrol and catch up with the cars that people use now. All of your cars, I believe, do have torque multipliers on them, so if you want, just give myself or another management admin a call and we'll obviously put it on for you. The ones that you have on as of now are ×4 and ×16. Obviously 4 being torque and 16 being engine, because obviously ×16 torque would be absolutely insane. Do you have any questions before I move on to section 7?
Any.
Right, section 7, subdivisions. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There are 3 subdivisions and 4 certifications. Subdivisions being CTSFO, HSU being High Speed Unit, and K9. Certifications being Spikes, Air1, FTO, and FTA. I'm currently FTOing, and Elite is currently FTAing. Field Training Officer and Field Training Assistant. These are all obtainable from police constable and above. The same as everything else in departments, depending what their rank system is. CTSFO is the elite of the elite SWAT team. They cannot be applied. Although if SWAT officer stands out from the rest, we give you the opportunity to upgrade to CTSFO and drop your position as a SWAT unit. You can still go on duty with SWAT, but obviously you just have to be more careful. HSU, this is a high-speed unit. Most people know it as maybe heat or motor. Sometimes it even gets called speed enforcement in different servers. It depends what you're into, what they'll call it. K9 is the short for K9. This is the dog division where an officer can be assigned a dog with a name. Try and keep the same name for your dog, something such as Spike, Buster, Ripper, something like that. Just not too aggressive.
Just so you all know, I have put a message through to Plux to try and get us some German Shepherds, just for the whole department, like all the departments.
Right, next thing we're going to real quick go over what all they are and what we might do. So CTSFO stands for Counter-Terrorist Specialist Firearms Officer. Definitely did not Google that a couple of days ago. This is the most elite and undefeatable SWAT team there is on the server. People cannot apply for CTSFO, although instead they can upgrade from a SWAT unit while also dropping their position from their roster. They're authorised matte black bulletproof vehicles with bulletproof tyres, being the only units authorised this setting. They patrol in blackout uniform with body vests on. All information for that is obviously on the roster. Just for you that don't know what it looks like, this is what CTSFO uniform looks like. It looks absolutely
Best version you know.
It looks absolutely insane, although it's not open yet, just like any of the others now are not open yet because we simply don't have enough units.
Why do you search CTFO out? I thought you was Commissioner of Police.
What?
You said you definitely did not search that out. Was you sarcastic about that?
Yes, I was sarcastic. I did search that.
So you're Commissioner of Police. You don't even know what that means.
I knew what CTSFO was and what it but I didn't know what it stood for. I got the basic thing of it. I didn't know what it fully stood for though.
Got it.
So the high-speed unit is, in my opinion, the most fun subdivision in the department. You get to drive fast cars at high speed. Even though it's an enjoyable thing to patrol as, there are still rules to obviously follow. Firstly, there is no such thing as too much speed. You can go as fast as necessary, although if you begin to lose control of the car, slow down a little. I beg, I don't want none of you dying on duty. Please no. Keep your deaths to a minimum of a day because I simply cannot afford to get county coroner in for him to move your ass off the ground. Next, what's next? Secondly, if a high command unit from both departments, for example myself and Elite, which is probably why it's really good that we run this together because it's obviously for both departments, if they decide that they want to terminate the pursuit, please do so. Do not continue chasing at this point. It's not just about your own safety, although the public's as well. Secondly, for HSU, you are allowed to use multipliers, although keep it realistic. This is being sorted with ace perms at the minute, and obviously what you can and can't use the minimum multiplier. We're still yet to test it out. Finally, you're allowed to do ride-alongs with any unit, although driver must be SAMP and HSU certified. Rules, SOPs, and documents are on the they're on the training document, but we don't have them yet. Obviously, you all know the basic rules, so it's fairly common sense. Finally, we have K9. The K9 unit is so important in so many ways, this being catching criminals on foot, sniffing out scents and searching vehicles. This makes things so much easier instead of doing them yourself. Obviously, because they're smaller, so obviously it's just easier. Your K9 will have 3 lives a week on duty, Monday to Friday. Once your dog has died 3 times, you must not go on duty on his K9 for a couple of days, this being anywhere between 3 to 5, depends how quickly they die. This is just for roleplay, so you and your dog aren't continuously reviving all the time and just going back on duty. Even though this is in place, you can still activate as the dog for another person. Obviously, rules, SOPs, and docs for that are on there too. 35 pages, wow!
Jeez.
Right, next we have Section 8, which is Signal 4s. Does anyone know what Signal 4 is? I mentioned it briefly earlier. When I say earlier, I mean about probably half an hour ago. You know what? That ain't a surprise. Right, most people do not know what a signal for is. A simple A signal for is just simply a wrap up of the scene. This includes detonations, bank robberies, and any other form of dangerous signal. 100
Do you mean code 4?
No, signal for. So firstly, obviously signal for policy is linked to the bottom of the training document, although I'm going to go through the format with you all anyway. Firstly, scene command, if there is one, must announce signal for over RTO and choose location in front of a nearby vehicle for a huddle. So I want you all to come over to this, to your right BMW, and just huddle around me. Don't obviously touch me, but just stand in front of me, make a semicircle. Just do something that makes it look organised. Don't squish me. Stand in a circle. So obviously this is where it all happens. I'm going to talk over the radio anyway because it makes me feel nicer, and I can't be bothered holding my close-up button because it'll make my thumb hurt. So this is what signal fuzz will look like. The first question is, does anyone need EMS? Obviously bald man here who somehow has a beard although no hair. Obviously you'd ask him if he needs a hair transplant. If he says yes, then obviously you would call EMS and get him a hair transplant. If he says no, then you would continue. First thing you need to do is ask for a primary scene recap. This means this is obviously over the RTO, explaining from what, yeah, that was definitely accidental, definitely. So the first thing you must do is ask primary for a scene recap, what happened over RTO, explaining things from when they pulled up all the way to that very moment. Next, you must assign units to do the following. So this is call tow, search the vehicle, search the suspect, and suspects if there are more. ID them, and then arrest the suspect and take them to the station for jailing. What the hell is that? I don't fancy that.
What
Right.
the fuck is
Wow.
what?
So I have a little ball on my desk and it's leaking.
No!
It's
What
Nice.
do you mean there's a
Not the
ball on your
balls.
desk and it's leaking?
It's leaking. You don't want to know. Anyway, right.
Stop.
Shut up. After the scene,
What
command
was
is
he
free to
doing
turn
that day?
over RTO, scene at post, scene at wherever it's going to be. It's going to be code 4. Units go back tonight. To which units can return back to control. To patrol. If you want to look at signal 4 policy later, you can. I'm not going to read it now. I'm trying to get a breath. Right, boys, go back to your cars. This is the fun part. So we have the end of training and evaluation. This is where you'll all be evaluated whether you pass or not.
Sure.
So now you have all the information you need. You shall now be trained properly, being tested on everything. On the next hour will be a bunch of activities you will all go through before you become an SAMP officer. You shall be evaluated on your vehicle positioning, call-outs, reactions, and some more. You have two chances at everything. Although if you fail something, it isn't the end of the world. You can still pass. Although if you fail 2 things, you have to be retrained during the next training. Alright, boys, get in your cars. This is going to be interesting. Elite, if you don't mind going somewhere near the back or the middle, that'd be nice.
Alright.
So, the first thing we're going to do is a 1011 into a code 5 stop into a 1080. So, I would like the first unit, yes, this unit, to pull me over. I don't care what reason it's for, but it's going to turn into a code 5 stop and then into a 1080, so we're going to do it in the middle of the runway. So if you don't wait back there, that'd be nice. Pull me over, turn your lights on. Obviously your sirens as well. There you go, lights and sirens. For Metropolitan, you do not need to park with your bumper. Just park the same as where that I am, although you can do it if you want to. So your call sign is going to be at the minute. As of the minute, your call sign is going to be Sierra Charlie 01.
I'm confused.
So we're going to do a 1011,
What's up?
but your call sign is Sierra Charlie 01.
Okay, right, I got it.
So obviously car over at here in a 1011, and then we're going to turn it into a code 5 stop, and then it's going to be a 1080. I won't go too quick because these things will smoke you.
This is
Sierra
call sign?
Charlie 01.
Sierra Charlie 01 in an active 1011 with a 4-door white BMW. We are at Fort Sancudo approach for this postal is going to be 10-003. No 30s needed at this time.
Right, in which you will now get out of your vehicle. You can walk to passenger, you can walk to driver's side. It's all by personal preference. Don't really matter at all. And then, if you'd mind holding your little speech in game, so none of the rest of you can hear it.
Hey, sir. Do you mind turn off your engine and roll the window down for me, please?
Mate, no problem. Alright, and if Elite's hovering around like he normally does with people's nans, don't worry about it.
Hi, I'm Leo Hill. I'm here with the Metropolitan Police Department. My call sign is Charlie Sierra 1.
Sierra Charlie.
Sierra
1.
Charlie 01. And
Is he talking?
Yep, he's just
He's
talking here so
in-game.
that obviously you all have different things and we can see what the differences are.
Got it.
right, do you know why I'm stopping you today?
No, actually, I don't.
Well, I thought you should go in 60 minutes. This is 40 minutes.
Okay. Would you like to see my license and my ID and shit?
Yeah, can I see your ID and proof of insurance, please, bro?
Yep.
What's the talk button where you put something above your head? What's the command for it?
Above your head.
Yeah, like you just did there. What is it?
Oh, /me. I'm gonna do it in /GME, but just put training in brackets before you do it. At this point, you want to turn it into a code 5 stopping. It might be a good idea if you're in the driver's seat, not the passenger seat.
Right, if you look in GME, it says stolen vehicle wanted for murder.
What's a code 5? I'm being stupid. Sorry.
Right, so a code 5 is a felony stop. That's where you'd have one car like this and then the exact same on the other side. So if you call on a code 5 stop, the other units are going to come and then they'll assist you.
Right, so in this situation it is actually different. So if the other 2 units at this point can come over, he's just called out for a code 5. Obviously he hasn't yet, but come over here and I'm going to show you how you do it.
1097.
Tonight 7.
Please don't kill me, I told you them things are quick. Right, so this vehicle here, turn your sirens off. This vehicle here wants to be facing inwards this way. Yep, there you go. Not there. The other vehicle wants to be here. The third vehicle wants to be here with their right headlight, right headlight to this guy's left bumper. So when they take off, they can go round. The left unit always goes.
No, right unit. Right unit needs to go back to where it was.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
So in which point the middle unit will always go lethal and the 2 outside ones will go non-lethal. Obviously using your tasers. So at this point you would ask me to step out the vehicle with my hands in the air, which obviously isn't going to happen. In which the unit at the back is going to become the primary unit. Unit at the back, you do not need to have your gun out, you stay in the car so that if this does turn into a 1080 then you can chase me straight away. Alright, call out your 1080. Code 5 I mean.
So step out of the car, now your hands in the air with nothing in your hand.
Alright, at this point I'm going to take off and then the vehicle at the back is going to thing you off. So, this unit, I would like you to call out a 1080 and follow it as you feel necessary.
Reese, get in my car, I'm in the BMW at the back.
Is it Lima or Charlie?
Sierra Charlie.
Sierra Charlie.
Sierra Charlie.
Just
Sierra
all,
Charlie.
just all refer yourself as Sierra Charlie 01 because you don't actually have call signs yet.
Sierra Charlie 01, shows an active 1080 heading southeast Goshen Highway 1002. Gonna be a 4-door, whatever color that is, random.
White.
BM white, yeah, say white. BMW, I'm gonna say M4. Gonna be taking a left heading northeast for Scooter Approach Road 1003.
Have Charlie 01 units break. We're going to have an active signal 100. All available units respond. At random points during this 1080, I'm going to ask for primary to become secondary. So this is how it's going to work. I want the secondary unit to become primary. So from the back, I just want you to overtake. That's it. When I say, not yet. Obviously, let other units that know that you're overtaking. Make sure it's on the left. Try and stay in much of a single file line as possible.
We're going to be taking a left, southeast direction, 1002, 1002. Be taking a right, going over the grass, heading onto road, heading southeast direction, highway 1002, 1002. We're going to be taking a left, heading east for Zancudo approach road 1003, 1003. Taking another left, heading northeast for Zancudo approach road 1003, 1003. Another left. Right, heading
Try
north
to
for
keep at least
Zancudo
one
approach
car
road.
spacing, so if one unit brake checks the other, you don't smash into each other.
Yeah, we're going to be heading northwest for Zancudo approach road 1002, 1002. We're going to be heading left, heading southwest highway 1002, 1002. We're going to be taking a right, heading west direction highway U-turn, coming up to a stop. Wait, God, my game just lagged.
Right, if you spin out,
Sorry.
you then become the last unit in the pursuit, and obviously secondary takes primary and so on.
I'll take primary. Okay, we're going to be going down Great Ocean Highway, postal 00102. Speeds to be about 40 in about 30. We're going to be taking a left on 410 postal 1003. We're going to be taking another left postal 410. Then we're going to take a right to 480 road.
Right,
we're going to
can
take
we
another
get-
left.
Units break, can we get the third unit in the pursuit becoming secondary? Why is there a bomber plane?
Don't know. We're going to be taking a right, and we're going to be taking a left on Great Ocean Highways. Speeds will be about 100 in a 40. We're now going to be going left on Great Ocean Highway 1002. Speeds will be about 30 in a 40.
I'm gonna let all the other units catch up, seem to be falling behind a little bit.
I'm just
can't
waiting
run out
with
of
one
fuel,
of
bro.
them. He's can't run out.
We're going to be taking a U-turn on Great Ocean Highway. Speeds will be about 30 and a 40. Going straight, keep going down Great Ocean Highway. We're going to be taking a left on Great Ocean, a southeast Great Ocean Highway again. Speeds will be about 40 and a 30.
Right, Alpha Charlie 01 to all units, be advised pit time is going to be on for 30 seconds. I'll let you know when it's active.
Received.
Primary.
We're driving northeast. 1003. Then left, northwest.
Primary, keep calls for as long as possible.
Postal 1002, turn left. Driving southwest.
Don't forget about pit timer, boys.
10th Alpha Charlie 01, I forgot about that for a second. Pit time is going to be active. Primary, go for a pit when it is safe to do so. You're only allowed to pit below speeds of around 100. Try to do it as slow as possible. Remember boxing strategy. Right, primary, you're free to go for a pit whenever. But
Time for
pit on the left's bumper, not the right.
box.
Right, try to do it quicker next time.
Yes. We're gonna go on northwest at Great Ocean Highway. We're taking a left on west south. Southeast Great Ocean Highway. Speeds will be about 30 in a 40. Speeds will be increasing to a 40. We're gonna be on south east.
Pit time is still going to be clear.
Received.
I later recommend you speed up a bit on the second straight here.
Speeds to be about 90 and a 40, increasing to a 9. 93.
So which way
Try
are you
pit.
going?
So in fact, try and wait until all the other officers are ready for a pit, and then box.
Everyone ready for a pit?
Done for.
Done for.
Steve going into pit. Pit, box.
That is the most perfect pit I've ever seen.
Get out of the vehicle.
Sergeant, please get your hands up and do not beat you nothing.
Vehicle. Hands up.
So I'm going for cuffs.
1070, 1070.
Stop now, you get tased. Stop now, you get tased.
Reese, I don't think you're in the right
Taser,
radio.
taser. Taser's being missed. Stop now, you get tased. Stop now, you get tased. Stop. He's still in car.
Yo!
Reese. Police will not
Yes,
be
it's going to be back at a
authorised.
1080.
Authorised.
One, who's not authorised. Two, lock your cars. If you do not lock your cars, that's what's going to happen. It gets
Right,
really frustrating.
Right, you can all repair your cars. I'd like to let you know of something. Lock your cars before you get out of them. It sounds confusing, but it's honestly really cheating.
Got a question, we still in the 10 and 80?
Yeah, I'm going to let you pit me again in a minute, just for the
See.
point of it.
Sorry,
Is this going to be in a 10 80? He's going to be in a...
I was like, Reese, are you in the right time? I don't
wait.
think you are.
We're going to be in a 1080. He's stolen a police car now. Speed's going to be about 40 on southeast. Wait, in the highway. It's going to stop going to try the pit in. All units are ready.
Elite, you might want to take part in this.
Oh.
I think we need a bit of help over here.
If all units are ready, I'm going to be, when he takes his left, we're going to try to go for a pit.
Right, all units, let Alpha Charlie or 2 become primary for a second so I can show you how it's done.
My car's a bit slow, but I'll
It's
catch
okay,
up.
102,
Go
I'm going to
ahead.
be taking primary, don't worry, I can do whatever you want me to do, I'm taking primary, got it.
This is going to be interesting.
Come on, left,
Right,
left.
primary, keep callouts.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to be west, Great Ocean Highway 1002, turning left, full U-turn back southeast Great Ocean Highway. Fort Zancudo still 1002. Continuing speeds
Pass
of
me.
120
Alpha
to
Charlie 01,
140.
break.
Pass
Pit time is
me.
going to be reset for 30 seconds.
10-4, so is everyone ready for a pit? Is everyone with us?
Yes, yes.
10-4, okay, I'm ready, going for a
I
pit.
mean, it doesn't look like it, but okay.
Alpha Charlie,
Pit
I'm going to try
successful,
block
pit
them
successful, box. No one else is
off.
with
Alpha
us.
Charlie, I'm going to try block them off.
Before try and block him. Go for it, pull and pin.
Got him.
If no one's with us, we're just going to have to wait on you to get with us
I
again.
think you all got lost. I think you all lost you.
Yeah,
we're-
I'll
Watch
let
where
you
you're
guys
trying
to
to
attach.
touch.
There's only 4 of you.
We're just going to continue anyway.
Alright, when you're ready for it, 102.
Yeah, I'm going to be going for a pit. We're going to be on the main big runway next to the fire station at the moment. If you can all catch up, going for a pit though. Successful box.
Box them.
Get with
Right.
up.
Try and get one
Hands,
unit on
hands.
each side.
Hands now.
Confused now, I don't know who he is.
Vehicle.
Lay your hands up, do not reach for nothing.
Come around, face away.
Taser's like,
Keep 'em on the ground.
don't pick up cigar.
I've not got my menu. Someone else do it.
Yeah, it works.
Keep 'em on the
that
ground
works.
though. Get someone get their menu.
I'm
I've not
infinitely
got it on.
blocking.
Well done. Suspect in custody. Silent
Alright,
check.
well done, lads.
There's no sound, it's a bug.
Right,
Yes,
for
mate.
the most part, everyone kept up, apart from you kept getting lost just a little bit. So this time, we're going to have some fun. I'll DV your vehicles. I'll give you a bit of an advantage this time.
We're deep in our vehicles.
Alright, you lot can drive the Beamers this time, and I'm going to drive the Astras.
Oh, yeah.
All of these Beamers all have torque multipliers on them, although the Astra will as well.
Yeah, I need the
Sound.
one with a torque multiplier. My torque multiplier did not work.
Where is it? Our part, sorry?
Hold up, give me one with a torque multiplier.
They all have. They should have torque multipliers on them.
These things are
torque
sexy.
didn't work.
Right. Wait. Unit set off. This one in middle set off. Just really quickly.
Bro, the sirens are really confusing.
I need a car,
There's
bro.
like 7 buttons.
Right. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
spawn your
that
car.
BMW raced me. I've got torque on it. Yeah. Right, you race me.
Cheers,
Make
mate.
sure
Right, okay,
it should
you
have,
ready?
the torque multiplier should be 4 and the power should be 16.
4, 16. Let me just double check. I think I've got 4 and 16. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Has just not got talk on it. I don't think it works like that. They need the permission.
No, it doesn't work.
Try and get
yeah,
ace
they need
perm
to
set up.
There's no talk on my car.
If you just sit in the cars, they should work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
that
I'm
did happen
gonna
before.
spawn an Astra, because why not?
A Hyundai or something.
That's not
I'll get in the
bad.
car. This time we're gonna have 2 suspects.
Right, this is going to turn into a shots fired situation. So you are all going to pull me, 102 is going to be primary, 102 is going to pull me over, and then obviously we'll continue from there.
10-4, hold on, let me just get my better car. Oh, and I can't find it, hold on. Got it, we're good, let's go. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Wow.
What is that?
17 police cars is waiting.
That is bull.
102 going for a 10-11, 1003.
Look at them all piling up.
If I can get all additionals with me, that'd be absolutely terrific. Anyway, second vehicle.
All of the cops just lining up.
Wait.
You just take primary on this, just so we can see how you do.
That is
Just we all know
good.
that I'm terrific.
Well, primary last time if you want me to do it.
Go for it then.
We just
Try
could
and
get him
get a
out the vehicle.
different, try and get a different units primary this time.
What, we just could get him out the vehicle now, or we just gonna ask him to step out?
Yeah, just ask me to step out from a code 5. Just do a code 5 and make me step out from there.
Let's
Sure,
see.
that's fine. I'm gonna get out of the way. You can do that, and I'll just be at the back.
Right,
Yeah,
remember
he's
your
got
positioning.
Take primary though. So the
What
person that
car
said
is
that they haven't had primary yet, you stay at the back in your vehicle, and then me and you'll stay at the back. The person
Reese,
that
were you
hasn't-
there for when they
One person
originally
right by
did it?
me.
Right, remember the back unit should always be on the left unit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Okay, we're
go.
good. I thought it was hearing things.
Sir, in the car, step out of your hands up, nothing in the hands.
402 is
We're supposed
taking
to
off
tase your
primary. Take
windows,
call.
mate.
You just take off straight away. This is
Oh.
it's really
Yeah.
funny how all their cars are
What's
a
it?
lot slower.
What's the call sign?
Wow.
Yeah. Sierra
I
Charlie.
can't wait for
01.
ace perms, mate. I need
Charlie
to
I'm taking primary on the Predator with a Vauxhall Astra, white Vauxhall Astra 4-door. We are currently going taking a left,
BMW
left,
chasing
left,
a
going
Vauxhall
Narrows
Astra.
southwest on Great Ocean Highway, and this
Yeah.
bus is going to be 10
Mate,
002.
Reese is spinning out. He's doing worse than me.
I'm
gonna brake check roads.
We're heading southeast on Great Ocean Highway. Nearest bus is going to be 10 002 again. Bearing left, we're going off Carlton Grass back onto the Fort Zancudo approach road. Taking the left, left, left. No, right, right, right. Going another left, left, left. Going northeast on Fort Zancudo
You know what
approach
to
road.
do, mate. You
Taking
know
the
what
left,
to do.
left, left.
Fake left, go right. Fake left, go right. It's
Northwest
gonna be
now.
so good.
Right, right, right.
So after this, what we're gonna do is we're
Over
gonna
left,
set
left,
up a
left,
proper
going
speed trap.
northwest again on Fort Zancudo approach road. Nearest bus is going to be 10
Do they have
002 still.
multiplier? I don't think they have multipliers on them.
No, they don't.
I think they come out of
Don't take
effect.
over without asking. Do not pit each
No,
other
they
either.
don't. It doesn't work.
Left, left, left.
Fake left, go right. Fake left, go right. That's so
Who's the
good.
impassable?
Left, over left. Right, right, right. We're now heading southeast. So the U-turn, it's an U-turn.
I don't want to see no
Just
boxing.
quickly lose speed and not ramp it. And try and take no, for no reason.
What did you hit?
Crashed
We're not
out,
able
crashed
to
out.
drive after.
1070, 1070. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Box, box, box!
Negative, you got another suspect.
Right, right, when positioning vehicles, first thing I want to mention is always have your driver door facing outwards for protection, obviously.
Way over to the other suspect.
Right.
I have no idea what in shit I hit in the middle of the road, but you know.
You
Right,
look like a pet.
next thing we're going to do is a bank robbery. You are all going to get in a Beamer because I am nice, and you are going to follow me to where we're going to do it. In fact, I'm going to get an actual civilian car, hold on. I'm going to do it in my McLaren 720S, because why not?
720S.
Good
Who's
for
got in this
you,
one?
you little bitch.
Right, you are
Don't
ready?
worry,
Follow me.
don't worry.
It's gonna be a blue McLaren 720. 102. Can you turn it to daytime really quickly for me?
Reese, is that you, not Emrat?
Yes, it does.
Good.
Thank you.
Things a bit fast, you
I'll
know.
just do that.
It is just a bit fast. Yeah, it's actually extremely fast.
Goes about 200.
Yep, there we go. Just set off in 270 already. Right, I'll slow down a bit. I'm not that toxic. So the way this is going to go is we are going to have a bank robbery at 2 different locations. The first one is going to be already set up, and the second one you are going to genuinely respond to it. As far as I'm aware, we're going to go to the one on the highway.
Which bank is it?
LP isn't political, so we really could just
Oh.
go down to political bank.
Just go Polito,
Yo,
yeah.
yo, yo, yo,
Yeah,
yo,
we
yo,
tried.
Can you spawn me in my car?
Well, it can't no clip, get in someone's car that
I
can,
think
or
DB
just drive
DB
there, it won't take you long.
Wanna hop in my car, I can know that I'm
Yeah,
the one next to the...
It's getting with me,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
on
all
the-
they're all 4-door vehicles, so
Okay, I'm here.
I'm on my way, I'm almost there.
right. Here's what's going to happen. I want you all to wait at Polito PD, and I'm going to go rob it. Reese, can you do a quick announcement, just letting everyone know that it's just a drill, it's not actually a robbery?
Yeah, I got it.
Legend. I want you all to patrol, completely ignore me flying past you at 200 miles per hour.
I got a real quick
caught down
question.
my radar too.
Are we allowed to use rifles or is it just pistols?
No, as of now, it's just pistols, although... There's someone already here. Although, if you...
That's me.
Yep. Although, if I do...
Change outfits.
Although if you do see any ARs or anything, you are allowed to, the highest in RTO is obviously allowed to authorise it. Why is there SWAT already here?
Don't worry, it's me. I'm just in here.
Alright,
Right, bird's eye view
is
from the turret.
everyone ready?
Sir,
You know,
Alright.
okay. Swiftly.
I want to
I
want to hear you all calling out to let everyone know that you are responding. This
And
may
we
or may
back
not
to
also
bank
turn
robbery.
into a shootout.
back to bank robbery.
And Elite, if you don't mind, I'm going to use this.
Yeah, Charlie 01, show me
Go ahead.
route, bank 3.
Should I use a different car? I'm gonna get a
Use
one on
Charlie
that.
02 +1, show me 1097 to the bank robbery.
Remember the semicircle outside the doors.
Sierra Charlie 01, show me 1023, 3019.
Semicircle outside the
Maybe
door.
10, 20 if you're
With
around
your
soon.
driver doors facing outside. We got no clip real quick.
Advise 102, we've got a gunner as well, just in case.
I'd also just like to let you know that is no semicircle. Right, the unit on the left, please reposition your vehicle so the front bumper is to the bench to your left. The person that's currently aiming a pistol. On the left.
It's the Shazon.
Right, this one.
Shoot you if you want, but
This
Me.
one. Yes. Right, reposition your vehicle so that your car is facing that bench there. I want you to reposition your car so your car is facing that bin over there. I want you to reposition your vehicle so it's facing outwards like that, in a semicircle.
yeah, that's how you
Your front should be facing this here. The front. So turn around. This is how... No. Driver's side out. That's not no driver's side out.
Want me to do it?
No, that's not driver's side out either. Turn around. Do a U-turn, my guy. Please do a U-turn, I beg. There we go, that's perfect. Right. Obviously there's going to be one more unit here, but obviously if SWAT wants to come in, they can. This is the basic format. Alright. We're going to do negotiations on this channel. I've already thrown a radio out to you. We're going to start role-playing from here.
Can I negotiate?
102, you're going to be seeing command. Just watch over everything. But you're
Oh,
seeing
okay.
command.
I'm in a net. Yeah, I'm behind you. Whoever asks for scene command there, you go. Sorry, negotiations, go for it. Get over radio.
Hello, I'm Jack Polito from the SMPD.
San
You know
Andreas
why-
Metro Patrol.
Yeah, whatever that is. What's going on inside?
We're robbing this place. We have like 2 more minutes and then we want to leave. We have a hostage in the back.
Alright,
well,
can you show
actually,
me proof?
he's here actually.
Yeah, can you show me proof of life?
He's currently zip tied up in the back. For some reason, he's got an AR on his back, so I'm gonna take that away from him.
Alright, I'm gonna need proof of life to know if you actually have a hostage.
Yep. All right. Walk out. Walk out. Here he is. There's your hostage.
Alright, what are your demands?
Walk back in. Walk back in. Walk back. In fact, no. Sit there. Actually, just go sit on there. I'm not actually gonna shoot you. I want. I just want to leave. I'm finished robbing this place. I have all the cash I need, so I just want to leave.
Alright, so all you want is free passage?
Yes, no spikes or anything.
Alright. Are you gonna use the
like my cool one,
McLaren
yes.
or are you gonna use another car?
I am gonna use the McLaren.
Alright. When are you ready to leave?
I'm ready to leave now, but it's up to your scene command when I do. Right, at this point, scene command's going to ask you all to move your vehicles out of the way, to which get ready for a pursuit, obviously.
I'm going to chase behind you.
Yep. Is that a
Shit, I'm not
turret?
fake
Don't worry
hostage.
about that, don't worry about that.
Is that a turret?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
it's a
turret
turret.
will
What
work,
else does it look
right.
like?
Right, units, move your vehicles out of the way. Alright, get up. Right, I'm gonna aim a gun at the hostage on my way out, and then I'm gonna get in my vehicle and leave.
Now, can you leave the hostage inside?
Honestly, no, put your gun down. Get back in your vehicle, please, officer. I don't want to get shot, no point today.
All units be
Walk
advised,
out, walk out,
I'm
walk
staying
out,
with the
walk out,
hostage
walk out,
whenever he
walk out,
leaves.
walk out.
Oh,
Jennifer, I'll pick you up in the MRAP.
I just
Well, that wasn't the idea. Oh, it's lag.
Back up. Back up. Oh, that was a clean shot.
Boom.
That wasn't how that was supposed to go, but it's fine.
Yo, check on the hostage.
Okay, well, I've just got good aim, so don't blame me.
Crosshair maybe?
No, I'm not using a. I can shit on my screen.
Yeah, I'm joking, bro.
Alright, scene command, you're going to continue with your signal 4.
Where are you?
Sir, can you hear me?
There you are.
Can you hear me, sir?
Signal
Are you
4.
dead?
Alright, so your call sign and then signal 4 is going to be held and then wherever it's held.
What is my call sign?
Sierra Charlie Oval.
Sierra Charlie 1, we have a signal 4 on close postal 3019.
No, the vehicle, obviously. Which vehicle?
Oh, sorry.
Which
It's
vehicle?
Blue McLaren Senna.
It's not a Senna, it's a 720 Yamaha.
720.
Same thing, bro. I'm not good with cars.
Right,
so can you hear me?
remember how it goes. No, I'm dead.
He's dead.
Elite,
Just
that
step
wasn't
away,
how
sir.
it was supposed to go.
Bro, who the hell are you?
I'm not
He's
gonna
the hostage.
Oh, fair enough.
Just step away by my car, please.
Alright,
Right,
so,
supposed
just
to
make
leave,
basic
man.
notes while we're doing this.
so go ahead. Are we gonna do the signal 4? We're just gonna keep on checking this guy.
No.
Fair
Right,
enough.
next thing we're gonna do is practice your breach. Do you know what breach
Oh, that's
is?
easy.
No, breach is
Yup.
not easy actually. It requires like.
It is because of
you know
SWAT
what you're
training.
doing. Right, I'm not gonna
Unit
point guns at
that
you
did
just for the
not
point so that I
lock
don't
their-
end up dead again.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
lock
just
their car.
Please
I'm
remember to lock
spawning
your
in my
car.
car.
Next time.
Right,
Go in.
please, we're going to use tasers only. So you're going to set up breach command. We're going to have a specific amount of units on the right and a specific on the left. Let's say 2 on each side because there's 4 of you, including Elite and 1 or 2 if he wants to. Elite, go and no clip in the building and just watch what they're doing.
Okay.
You're going to have 2 units on the... Right, out of Charlie or 1, 2 units, we're going to be setting up breach command at this time. Can I get a stack of 2 units on the left and a stack of 2 on the right?
Done for. Rifles or?
Tasers.
Just tasers.
I don't want to die.
Oh, done for.
Again.
Stop my shooting.
Stack of 2 on each side.
I mate,
So, someone come secondary on my side.
Stack of 2 on each side, Mr. Officer aiming a gun at me. Right, out of Charlie or 1, 2 primary unit, you clear to breach whenever.
Done for.
Thanks for that bright light, by the
Scott,
way,
be you
Reese.
ready?
Yes, yes, ready.
Yeah, so 4.
Breach 3, 2, 1.
Breach, breach.
Breach.
I have eyes. Right.
Forgot to stay taser, sorry.
Hands the hell up, I'll tase you again.
Hands up! Hands up or get tased.
He's deployed, go in the coffin.
Oh, the thing.
Go.
Go in, quick.
Don't have the toolbox!
I'll let you go on duty. Oh, look at that, it looks.
One suspect detained. Clear the rest of the building. Set
Clear,
up.
Go for clear.
Reese, get off of my car.
So you can be arrested today for robbery. You don't have to
Blank
clear, blank
clear.
defense. You don't know once it's such an important
Something-
thing will be used against the name of the law.
One
Right,
quick major
like-
thing. Always, as soon as the suspect's either down or he's been tased, after he's been tased or
Right.
shot, go in for
Had no,
Right,
like,
listen, you are not to
close.
read Miranda rights anymore. You do not know Miranda. Yeah, you get the point. It is now called a police caution. Right, all of you are going to repeat to me at the exact
That's
same
mine.
time.
You
Do
want
you
over
understand?
there?
Right.
Yeah.
You're all going to repeat after me at the same time. At the current time, you are being placed under arrest on suspicion.
At the current time, you've been placed under arrest on suspicion.
At this time, you can be placed under arrest on suspicion.
I'll still do the same thing.
Grand theft auto of a motor vehicle. We'll just put it as that.
Of Grand Theft Auto
Grand Theft Auto
Motor
Motor
Vehicle.
vehicle.
You do not have
Hello.
to say anything, but it may harm your defence.
You don't have to say the main
don't
on
say
your
anything.
defense. You can say main on your defense.
If you do not mention when questioned something you may later rely on in court.
If you don't mention
Anything you
something
say may and will be used.
that you may rely on in court.
Anything you do say may and will be used against you in the court of law.
No.
No.
Right, I'm going to read it to you again.
No!
At the current time, you've been placed under arrest on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you will later rely on in court. I want you to all say that.
You're under lad.
Right,
We all forgot.
say it again, bro.
One more time.
I'm not British, bro.
You don't need to be British. At the current time, you've been placed under arrest on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court.
What the
At
hell?
this time, you can be under arrest on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto. At this time, you don't have to say anything may harm your offence. You don't know what it's such in court. Anything you say may and will be used against your court.
You know
not
what? Well
used
done.
against you in the court.
Right,
Right,
it's in the
Let
SAMP.
more
Oh,
police
you've
officers.
already done that, okay? I'm
Right,
proud
may
of
it's in
harm
myself.
your
SAMP.com.
defence
It's
in
it.
court.
Right. So, Reese, do you think anything went wrong during this training?
Last 3 bits. But no.
Right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice your aim, because who don't love aim? One by one, you're going to stand in a single file line. I'm going to have God mode on. Elite, I want you to watch from there. No, stand at that post there. Stand at this post.
What gun are we using?
A pistol,
Pistol.
a pistol, and then an AR. Here's what's
Have
going
the
to
best aim
happen.
here.
You are going to shoot me as many times as you can from this line all the way to the end of the road. This is also how you do your pistol training.
Do I shoot you first?
Line up.
Alright, guys,
And
make
if
sure.
you hit
the
me,
person-
you've got terrible aim.
Yeah. So this
Hey,
officer
guys.
here with the black hair is going to go first. Also, whose is this beamer? Move it.
Yay.
You can find line everywhere.
Elite,
Whoever
not
is
to lock your car.
just
Guys,
don't mind me.
just-
I'm the boss key.
I don't have a car.
Guys, just to say, be careful, stay with each other so then we don't hit each other around the face with the pistol.
Right. Yeah. Please stay away from each other. Right. You ready?
Don't hit me.
Oh.
Do it. Alright, fairly good. Alright. Next, Baldy. Your turn.
I start?
Yep. Yeah, that's not too bad. Next.
No, decent.
Bro.
Go. Alright, final guy.
Ready.
Baldy.
Go. Right, that's gonna be how you practice your pistol training. I want you all to get an AR out now. You all ready?
Yep.
Please stop shooting me in the face, Elite.
Alright.
Go. Right, that's good. Bobman, your turn.
Absolutely.
Shot.
Go. Can't be so. Calm yourself down, Reese. Right, nice. Next.
When can I get a shot?
Go. That sounds like an SMG to me, but it's fine. Final
What
person.
AR are you using?
Carbine rifle. It has to be a carbine rifle with a suppressor, a
Mhm.
grip, and a flashlight.
Suppressor?
Right. No suppressor. I only have a suppressor on mine because I'm built different. Right. I'm gonna.
Sorry,
you know what, I'm
sorry guys,
Is there a
I'm
suppressor
back
on
from
this?
getting whacked around the face with an
Go on then,
AR.
Reese. Go on then, Reese.
Is there a suppressor on that?
What are we using?
A carbine rifle
trying
with a
to shoot you, I'm
suppressor,
shooting
a
the
grip,
armor.
and a flashlight. Right.
Are you
Elite.
taking damage?
Elite, I want you to run across the road.
Elite, I will shoot you in
Turn
the
God
head.
mode on.
Don't
Turn
look.
God mode on. Turn God mode on.
Do not look.
Okay.
Don't look, just run.
Okay.
You're missing. You're so
Don't watch in
bad.
your department.
You hit twice.
No, leave me alone.
Hey, you better have
pistol
seen
aim
someone in all
sucks.
black.
Bro, you should
it's
put me
elite,
in
I'm
CTS
trying
as
it.
well.
Let me go.
Idiot.
Mate,
that was fun.
every
Right.
single one of you suck.
I've not been
can't
shooting.
win.
Right, here's what's going to happen. Get back in your beamers.
Yes, sir.
Still-
Final thing. This is going to be a little bit of fun thing that we're going to do. I'm going to get in my beamer. I'm going to drive. I want you all to keep up the best you can.
The beamer.
One sec. Give me a sec.
Can we do this all at separate times so it don't get really confusing?
No, just try and keep up. So you
My
might
beamer's gone.
steal someone else's then.
Let me in.
Get in that one.
I did.
Cheers, mate.
Right, that's all you're going to do. Just try and keep up. Just
I
try
won't
and stay in
shoot
a
it.
single
I just
fine
want to set
line.
up.
I don't have torque.
It'll be fine. I'll keep slow. Pleater is obviously the best place for just twists and turns. So. Ooh, that looks nice. I didn't see that before.
Stop ramming me.
Guys.
I don't have the car. I've been left behind.
Wait, is that Lewis?
Yes,
Lewis.
I've been left behind. Please.
Lewis should be fine.
Work poster 3012.
Okay, I didn't ask for that.
The video's lost, okay? I'll just tell you where the poster was.
Don't lose.
Tom, you're a bully.
Bro, we literally don't have torque, car. Why are you going 500?
Yeah, bro.
We're not going 500. I'm going 230.
You're on 100.
Stop pitting me!
I didn't hit you, bro.
Ladies, calm down.
Yes, look. Calm down.
Just because the sync's really bad on this server. No offense, but sometimes it can be bad.
Alright, you can all keep up. That's alright. What the? Oh, hi.
Bro, it's only me and him that kept up. The other guys, I don't know where they
Bro.
went.
You never even came. Right. Wait. Shoot the engine. Shoot the life out of the engine.
What?
I want to see if this.
Who am I shooting?
Me. Shoot the life out of the engine, all you. It's funny.
Cross.
There we
Come
go.
on.
Right. So I want you to all make your way to
Sandy PD.
Sandy PD.
Have an
Oh my
exit
God.
drive down.
Didn't say you could go yet. Just come Sandy PD and come to Commissioner's office.
Bro, whoever is driving that SWAT truck is actually bad at driving.
Right,
I'm
all of
amazing
you come
driving
to
that.
Sandy.
Reese.
In fact, I'm gonna just TP you all here actually.
Me and another person in a no clip.
Me and Reese are driving over and very trustworthy MRAP. They have no clipping.
No, inside Mount Chiliad.
Go to Commissioner's office.
Here.
It's actually Nico's office, but yeah.
My office now.
Bro, where's
your
your
Yes, I didn't mean to.
He's still looking. What's his name that you're looking for again?
Hi.
You're looking for James.
Right, all of you stand in a line.
Yes.
Stand in a line.
Guys,
Gonna
you know
get
where James
shot.
is?
No,
It's
I don't know
supposed
where
to be
James
at Sandy PD, right?
is. Yeah, and
Yeah.
every PD.
No one's
Right,
here.
lads.
Oh, there we are.
Right,
Inside
Top
every
floor, top floor.
yeah, right.
What's
So
your name in game and I'll teleport you. Or not.
So, Reese, do you think anything went wrong? Other than me and you
No.
and probably Lee
Yeah.
as well.
I don't think so.
Right, give me a sec. So,
for James.
right, who's this guy? What's this guy's name? What's your name here?
Is
Yours.
Leon.
What?
Leon.
Do you have another department call sign?
We're about to get one for LSPD, so no, not yet.
Right, hold on. Right, I'm gonna need your roleplay name.
Leon. Yield.
Liam what?
Yield. H-E-L-D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, bald man. What's your name? What's your do you have another department call sign?
My department call sign is 1 Lincoln 02.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop.
What's your
Oh, is that
roleplay
why you
name?
said I had a call sign?
Just leave him.
What's your roleplay name?
Oh, sure.
Me is
Mind
Jack.
you,
One
you
Lincoln
didn't
Auto-
discuss
what?
this in that thing, so I don't,
Jack
you
Polito.
know. Thank you.
Jack Polito, did you say?
Yes, exactly like that.
What's your Discord name?
Get away.
Guys, can you shut up? Yeah,
I
what you
can
say?
see your air.
What's your Discord?
You say.
Oh, hi, Huss. Right.
Yeah.
Huss, hi. What's your numbers?
Sorry?
What's your numbers, Huss?
What do you mean numbers?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, you, over blackhead in the corner, what's your name? You.
What? Hello,
what's your
you know
name?
who I am?
I don't.
Well, Mr. Shy's on.
Oh, hi, Shizen.
I'm
Shizen,
just
are
too
you in
good
a,
at this
Shizen, are you in another department?
You can't lie,
No,
it is called shit.
Just yours.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
I know, I'm very loyal.
How many? There was only 3 people.
Shit
in
on.
this there were only 3 people in this training.
Who just
No,
called me
I'm
it?
here.
Who
I'm
was the
here.
papa? Who's
You're
the papa?
missing
No, he
Lewis.
was late.
Who just called me shit on?
There we go.
Shit
Wait,
on!
Lewis, which one's Lewis? Lewis, put your hands in the air now. Right. What's your BCSO call sign
Was a
again?
misclick.
4 Bravo 27. And smash your head
What's your
against 2
Discord?
glasses.
What's your
Ow.
Discord?
That just happened to you.
Carbox, am I supposed to have a dickhead
Next
hit?
person that shoots does not.
Right, pack it
is
in
not gonna
all
get
here. Right, hang on. Lewis, one sec. Lewington Boys 5, number 2010.
Hit you, then I'll hit you.
Huss, what
Why
country do
are
you live
they
in?
red?
Oh,
Huss,
I'm
what
sorry.
country?
Sweden.
Shut
Why are
up.
they red?
Shut up. Wait, Huss, what time zone do you live in?
GMT +1.
Oh, okay.
That adds
Right.
the bomb by accident.
Bozos, shut
Yeah,
your
I've got
mouths.
the bot. No, it's
Right,
fine. I've got the
right,
bomb.
everyone, listen, listen, listen. Right,
Right.
Hayes, whatever your name is. Hayes with an X.
Yeah.
You know call sign Sierra Charlie 01.
Right.
You're all only allowed to drive Vauxhall Astras for the minute. I'll spawn them all in a minute.
Okay.
You're a special constable. Jack, Polito, or Huss, your call sign Sierra Charlie 02. Shizen, Sierra Charlie 03, and Lewis, Sierra Charlie 04. Change your call signs. I'm gonna update all of your access real quick, one sec.
Not you, the black,
Right.
black hair man. Black hair
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We
we've
just
got
hit-
Jack,
we-
Polito, Lewington Boys, and Shizen. What's the other one called?
Yeah.
What's the last one? Hang on. Huss.
We
Wait,
just-
Huss, are you even in the fucking thing?
Yes,
Um,
guys.
Give me my
I
Nice, we just hit 317.
Oh, okay, hold on.
shank you up, yeah, blood.
Can I go on duty?
The fuck?
Yeah,
Wait.
I can't see anything.
because you're invisible, Darth Cow.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
I am now. There we go.
Can everybody that isn't supposed to talk?
Can we stop shooting for
Sorry.
2.5 seconds?
Stop. Right, lot of you
Tom,
there.
I gave
One sec.
everyone roles in the main Discord.
Thank you. Shizen
Here's
Exotics,
your picture.
change your name. Now.
Yes, sir.
Also, add your SAMP call signs to the thing. And then come outside when you've done if you want to go on patrol active.
If you look in the main Discord and you look at my roles, I'm now your new SAMP commissioner. Just so you're all aware.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
out.
So for those that want to go on duty, as
Hold on,
SAMP,
Reese.
come
Again?
downstairs
Come
and I'll
over
spawn
here.
your
Right,
cars
what's
in.
going on?
Right, Reese. CF, right.
You all passed today, so congratulations. Do not be doing anything stupid or that you didn't train for.